Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. So what you're looking at here is that ratty quad I picked up at the junkyard for $50. Turns out it is a 1990 220 Bayou, Kawasaki 220 Bayou. And considering its age and that it came out of a junkyard, it's really not in too bad a shape, right? I mean, not bad at all. So, it's gonna need carburetor work right up front. The carburetor sitting here in the bag. The carburetor came with these loose parts. I found that kind of stuff back here in the trunk. So that's always interesting. Before I invest in a carburetor, I wanted to see what kind of shape this thing was in. Right now I'm at $50, and if worse comes to worse, I don't know, I'll get $50 worth of amusement out of it. I guess I can always drag it up to Alaska and let sled dogs drag it around for exercise or something. I'm kidding. But anyway, let's take a look at it. I tried to give it a rope start here, and I don't know if you guys kind of has water coming out of there. Yeah, there you go. So, but it's got a bit of a putt, which is a good sign. It didn't have that initially. Turns out the compression release was stuck. See this compression release? So, I moved it backwards where I thought it should be, right? And I hit the electric starter and it came up with compression. I also put oil into the cylinder. The electric starter doesn't sound very good. Here, listen. So I'm not thinking that electric starter is going to be too long with us. I'm going to obviously have to take off the recoil and see what's going on inside. Anyway, given that it has compression and it goes around and around, I think it's worth putting a carburetor on it at the cost of another $25 to see if we can't get this thing running. I put air in the tires, and I don't know, about 20 minutes ago, and they all seem to be staying relatively firm, which is good. Also, other than all those carburetor parts I told you about, there was also a couple of books on all-terrain vehicle safety. You know, those things, should you ever buy a new quad, you throw away immediately. So, it came with that. And it came with the survey and the new tag, which is always kind of cool. And it came with 2 titles. Or 2 registrations. This one does not match. I'm not giving away anything important here. I covered up the guy's name. So this VIN number doesn't match, but this VIN number does. So it's a 1990 Kawasaki Bayou. You can see the 1990 right there. And, you know, all this safety stuff that hopefully helps people not get hurt. So the next thing for this thing, I'm going to order it a carburetor. I'm going to spend the 20 bucks. I'll take the chance, and we'll see if it actually starts and runs and moves. The shifter is not welded. I did not get a seat with this. If anybody has a Bayou seat that they want to get rid of, that'll fit a 1990, though I think they made this thing for a long time. I would you know, let me know how much, and we'll, you know, arrange to send you some money. Yeah, I'm trying to get the money shot here, you know, the one that you put the lettering, you know, off to the side. So anyway, I guess that's the money shot. All right, it's a relative, it's kind of a small all-terrain vehicle. By the way, it does have 4 lights. The exhaust is a Cobra exhaust. It says Cobra on the side of it. See, you can see part of the Cobra. Seems to roll pretty easy, right? And I guess the front brakes seem to work too. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll be able to get this thing to run, and you know what to do with it after it runs. That's always amusing. The back suspension, by the way, you know, for full, seems to have something there. The front suspension seems to have nothing there. Shocks seem to be seized. So yeah, I mean, just for amusement, I'm going to put another 25 bucks into it. We'll see if we can't get it started. About a seat, I looked them up on eBay. A nice seat they want like 150 bucks for. Homie ain't spending 150 bucks on a quad he just bought for 50. Especially, you know, I mean, if it was a Honda and it was in real nice shape, you know, I can, you know, rationalize it to some extent. But a junky seat, they still want like 50 bucks plus shipping for, which seems to be a lot of money. You end up with 80, 90 bucks into a seat. That seemed to be a lot of coin. I guess worst comes to worst, I'll just build a mount and put a tractor seat on it, right? Make this thing really ugly. The throttle seems to move. The cable seems to move. I'm not too sure about. Well, actually, yeah, that seems to move too. So I should be able to get a carburetor on there with all the controls and all. You know, electrically, I can always fudge that around. So, yeah, this thing looks like it might just be a winner. If not, I'll sell the carburetor and the recoil and the shifting lever and a few other things and hopefully get my money back. There we go. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching and commenting and subscribing. Please remember to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and get out there and enjoy each and every day. You don't know how many you're going to get, and you don't know if how many you're going to be healthy for. So go out and have some fun. Bye now, folks.